Hello and welcome to Munich, Germany. We are at the airport. That man right there and I, and Tijmen behind the camera, have just been in total discoordination for about an hour and a half trying to find each other. We actually ran into each other twice, but then he doesn't speak English, I don't speak German, and we both thought we were looking for someone different. We've just realized we're both looking for each other, and in this video we're going to experience the Volkswagen ID.3 for the first time. I'm so excited. You guys know I love the ID.4. He's the man who's going to be dropping off the ID.3 to us. We've been looking for the car. We should have just been looking for a man with the blue jacket. This is Tijmen, for you guys who don't know. He's normally behind the camera, but I wanted to show you, take a look over there. That right there is a Mustang Mach-E ad. They are everywhere here. I guess Ford really wants to pitch to people visiting Munich. We have not seen a Mach-E on the roads here yet though. And it's been literally another 15 minutes since we saw the man with the blue jacket, and the ID.3 is still not here. Next clip, dark outside. Here comes the ID.3. So I just called Volkswagen, who's coordinating, obviously, us taking the ID.3 for the month of September. We're going to do a whole bunch of charging tests, range tests with it, the whole bit. And they said that the guy lost the car in the parking lot and he's trying to find it. Tijmen, he came running again. He lost us. This guy, something else. I like to be nice to people, but this guy really is incompetent. Not only did he lose the car, he also scratched up the wheel here. Oh no. Take a look at this spec, really cool. I actually have no idea what size battery it has. It's a Pro. I don't know what that means, but it looks the business. I love the wheels. The front of it's very happy. It's much bigger in person. It kind of looks like a concept car right now. Really cool looking, of course. You like it, Tijmen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all about this thing. And it's got heads-up display. Whoa! We don't get that in the US in ID.4. That's super cool. Cloth seats of some kind. Very neat looking car. Okay, it's yelling at me in German. Where's the key? He has the key. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh my goodness gracious. Same key as ID.4, no alarm button. This is a little bit different, but for the most part I feel like I'm in ID.4, just cooler. Let's get out of here. Into B mode. Auto hold, we don't have that in the US. We got to put this in English. I don't understand anything. All right, let's not have an accident starting off here. Mode. We need the sports mode. That's a great spec Q5. So many cool cars around here. All right, wait, I just put this little card. Let's get out of here. He did something with the machine, so I assume it's paid. Okay, that worked. Let's just go. Driving in Germany, first time in a while. Everyone out of our way. The Americans are coming through. Take a look out the front. Oh, there's that crazy 3 Series. She was like totally shredding that thing around. Anyway, first impressions of ID.3. The rear window thing is the same as ID.4, so you only have front and rear controls, and then you have a separate, or you have side controls, and then a separate rear button. We need map carte. I'm just going, this is all similar to ID.4, so I'm going off memory. We want to go airport center, München, I think. Look this way, is this way. Here we go. 60 Ks is the limit. Wow, it's cool, all the graphics that are coming up on my screen. I really don't know if you can see that little green bar on that X2. Yeah, there you can. That's cool. And so, or that, why am I saying X2? There was an X2 back there. Wow, I am just loving this, loving the ID.3. It's quiet, rides well. We need this car in the US. I also have no idea where we're going. Haven't been to Munich in years. We need to go sort of in that direction-ish.
Ish.
So I'll make a left lane change. I really don't know how fast we can go, but not our license plates, right? So foot to the floor. That's deploying full acceleration. And yeah, it feels pretty good, but I don't think you really want to speed in restricted zones in Germany like we do in the US. Kia Soul EV, a new one, that was cool. Oh, I'm on information overload. This is great. All right, I'm really enjoying this car. All right, we have just entered a de-restricted zone here, so it's hammer down as hard as we can. And we are foot down, 155, 160. So 164, that's just over 100 miles an hour. 165, my foot is planted as far as it will go. I love the little no speed limit sign. So this is how we'll be getting around most of Germany at top speed in the ID.3. Nice. EQC right there. Look at that. Nice. That's the second one we've seen. We saw one when we were waiting at the airport. Dude shredding too in a pretty, I mean, it's a 120 zone. He's doing at least 140. So I guess you can go a little bit over. Man, this is just the coolest thing. So ID.3 has some interesting things. Take a look at this. We'll have our full review up at some point. When I go to mode, individual, and then the hamburger, this is the dynamic chassis control, which I guess, I'm not sure if we get in the US, if we get a limited version, but here there's so many different levels of comfort to the suspension that just instantly make the car floaty, and then you go over here to firm, and it really does make a big difference here. So we'll go full comfort on that. All of the stuff in German, I don't know what any of this means, but we're just gonna go comfort mode for now. We're in a 100 zone, just cruising along on travel assist. It says it's dropping down to an 80. I think we'll go 81, 2, 3, allegedly. And Smarty, it's a smart MHD. I don't know what that means, but it's matte gray. We have to do a whole video on just the cool cars that we see around here. It's so interesting. So ID.3 feel like we're still sitting up quite high. What do you think, Tijmen?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a bit lower, but not very noticeable.
Yeah, like compared to ID.4, I think it looks really cool, especially with these wheels and this color combo. It looked like a concept car when we first saw it. Very neat. Ride comfort, incredible. You know, everything we like about ID.4, it's just very smooth. Maybe it's just because it's been a little while since I'm in ID.4, but this feels faster. This thing,
yeah, no, it definitely does.
Yeah, this thing boogies pretty good. You can see BMW's, some of their offices here. That's not their main building, because their main building are the 4 pistons. Not sure what side of town that's on, but it's on one of them. They have the Welt, which Tom, my colleague here on this channel, is in the Welt. So we'll have to go get a selfie with Tom, and because Tom's going to be here as well. We're all here for the IAA, the big auto show, except we've extended our stay for the month of September for the most part, and this will be our ride. We have tons of other EVs we'll be testing, so keep an eye on this channel. When we get, I'll show you some cool things. I guess when we stop, I'll take you on a quick exterior tour, and that'll be kind of it. Just a fun little video collecting our ID.3. We're going to be using it for the month. Really loving it. We're going through these little small villages just on the outskirts of Munich, just doing a little exploration in the ID.3. Really loving this car, actually. This particular one, I think it probably depends on spec, but it feels really nice, built really well. Take a look at the back seat room too, by the way. Like, really good, and there's seat back pockets, and I fit with this glass roof. I actually don't know really any of the specs on this car. We'll have to look it up. But take a look at this. So this is the first time I've ever been to a Euro charging station with a Euro car. So I assume they would have given us a Type 2 connection. Let's see what came with it. So this is one hell of a cable. Holy smokes. So we have, yeah, okay. So we just have our one cable, which is like a Type 2 on either side. So this end goes into the car. It's, you know, labeled somehow. This end goes into the station. See, public charging stations don't have their own cables on them here. They have, well, that seems easy enough. Now it's green. I don't know if you need to pay to activate. So you have to bring your own cable with you in Europe. So it seems like they gave us a perfect length cable, a little cover here. And we don't need to undo the CCS port, but take a look here. We just plug in. And is that it? It's communicating, it's blinking. Do I need to activate anything? It's beeping at me. Well, our first charging stop, not off to a good one. Couldn't get my card to activate with Eon. There's a couple things that we need to look into. We need to look into all the different charging providers. I know there's a bunch. And then there's also like one sort of sharing cards. You can get one little RFID that works across them all. Let's take a look at the rest of the cables the ID.3 came with though. So it came with like a little wall plug of some kind, 230 volt, maybe 10 amp, I think, something like this. And then let's see what's in here. Yeah, just another Type 2. Type 2 is really cool and nice, and I like it a lot. I think it's better than J1772. And we'll just leave the cables in the back and keep driving because we're going to need them. So why put them in the bag? Then we got to put our little CCS plug back over the DC pins. Oh, I guess it goes that way. Very nice. Closed. Let's get some food. One thing we probably should have done before we came here was to figure out how to use any of the chargers. I can't get any Euro apps to download on my phone. So if anyone has suggestions for apps in Germany that we'll need on our phones to activate the chargers, that'll be great. I just contacted Plug Surfing and I purchased one of their little RFIDs. That might help. We've been here now for a full 24 hours. We have been ripping around this ID.3, really enjoying it. Lots of top speed runs in traffic. Travel assist seems to work better here than it does in the US. I don't know, I think it's awesome. Come with me, let me show you this. So these are 22 kilowatt 3-phase charger. This does not have a 22 kilowatt charger, but it can do 11. So it can do 240 volt, 230 volt at 48 amps, 40 amps, something like this. Anyway, it can also probably do 3-phase at 16 amps. Is my math correct there? Doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're doing 11 kilowatts here. These chargers actually have their own cables on them, which is really nice. And so we just plugged right in. But for the most part, like we showed you at that previous charging station, you need to carry your own Type 2 cable in Europe. That's interesting. The other thing that we've learned coming here, and we're still figuring out, is the charging network situation from a foreign visitor perspective is crazy. Now, what I can do, of course, is put my phone into a German profile and then download German apps. But because I have existing US subscriptions that don't run out for another couple weeks, there's no way to force close those early. Therefore, we were gonna be totally stranded and we were gonna have to order a Plug Surfing and they were gonna have to mail it. So thank you to our colleagues in Germany at our Inside EVs German site. We went over to their office. Turns out we're staying just down the street. They handed us this, a Plug Surfing card. What am I trying to say? Hooked up to their account, and we have gotten the ID.3 charging. This is great. We are going to use DC fast chargers. Let's snoop around a little bit. We're underneath Audi's headquarters in Ingolstadt. There's really cool, S4 wagons from back in the day, S6 wagons. But here's some electric car charging ports, and there's just stuff that we don't have in the US. So obviously e-tron Sportback we have, but look over there. That's an Audi Q8 plug-in hybrid. We do not get that in the US. Everything's plug-in hybrid here. There's diesel plug-in hybrids. It's crazy. Not a ton of EVs. This Mocha E is an EV. We have one on test actually that's back at our parking garage. So you'll see videos with that, range test, charging test, the whole bit. But for now, we leave you from underneath Audi's headquarters. We've got our charging card figured out, even though it's still very expensive on Ionity. We are gonna have a blast. This is great, and I love the ID.3. First impressions are, this car is so cool. Tijmen, you think it should be lowered on bags.
Yeah, exactly, slam it.
Slam it, big wheels. I think it would look good. It's really fast because it makes the same power as the big battery ID.4, but it's a little bit slower, and it's the middle size battery.
Not slower, it's...
What?
You said it's not, you said it's a little bit slower.
Oh,
it's
and then say it's a little bit faster, it's a little bit lighter, and it's got the mid battery pack, so it rips pretty hard. It's actually like getting up to top speed is like this. But here, I'd love like a 40 mile an hour higher top speed. Make it do like 140, it would do it. So we leave you from Germany, expect tons of videos. See you on the next one, bye-bye.